Yo, what's happening? This is Late Night CJ, and I'm back with part 2 on why it was Kamala Harris's fault that she lost. I just have a few, I'm gonna make it kind of short. I just have a few more examples of why it was her fault. First of all, we have to realize when the cards are stacked against us. Excuse me for how I sound, I've been a little under the weather. Most people that run for president typically have like 2 years or a year and a half run at the presidency. She came in as a last minute replacement. That right there was mistake number 1 in this episode, so to speak. Because there's no way anybody else would have taken this job or this task on such a short time. Nah. Sometimes you have to know when you being set up. When there's a reason why there's a cliche called, it's too good to be true. See, she thought she skipped the line and didn't have to do the typical primaries and debates and all of that. That's why old boy didn't want to do a second debate. He was like, nah, because he realized that he didn't stand a chance when they go one-on-one, okay? So what he did was like, no, I know when this is a setup and this is when I back up. He told the Democrats, get your girl, because I'm not gonna do it. And I understand that. Baby should have easily said, you know what? I'll wait on the next one. Let me go ahead and do some damage control from old boy. Y'all just throw somebody to the wolves because he probably was gonna win because Trump had been campaigning since he lost. He had been campaigning. He had been on his network. He had been on Twitter. He had been doing interviews. He had already set the table for his people to eat. She was just kind of thrown in and they was like, make something happen. No. Sometimes you have to know when it's a setup. Mistake number 1. Mistake number 2, and I've made this mistake before myself, is thinking people have your back in a situation. That's where I want to go into the deeper dive about this. When you think somebody has your back, and they really don't. Now, when it came to the sisters, 91%. Brothers, if you ever needed numbers to verify if somebody got your back, sisters will have your back. 91%? I can't get 91% cooperation on what we finna eat for dinner, let alone to have 91% of the population of black women come and vote, show up and show out. But this is the thing. 53% of white women went with old boy. Get your girls, plural. Get your girls. 53%. Let me tell y'all something. You will be hard pressed to find 53% of a people that will agree, stand with, and toe the line with somebody who's a convicted felon, who's been convicted of bribery, as well as sexual assault, SAing. You will be hard pressed to get 53 people, 53 people, let alone 53% that'll go with it. And this goes back to what I was saying about when you think somebody has your back. There's nothing worse than finding out in a crisis that what you believe to be true and who you believe to be true, and down, 10 toes down, as we say. And then when it's time to show up, they back out on you or they show you truly who they are. That's why I said she should have, one, realized that no, if y'all think that I'm as good as I am, and if y'all believe that I have the shot that I know I have, then let me get a full run. Let me get a full opportunity to show what, see, sometimes we have to realize that it's not as what it's cracked up to be. You have to realize when not only you being set up, but if you being the crash test dummy. Miss Harris, you were a late replacement scratch that got put in there and was like, all right, make something happen. And then so they throw something, stitched it all together, put you out there, and then be like, well, what chance did you really have on 3 months against somebody that's been campaigning for what, 12 years? No, find somebody else. I know the job seemed alluring. I know that you presented hope to all the little young ladies that's coming up. But know your value, know your worth. I'm gonna do another video on value and worth and what's the difference. But we're always put in those situations. This is Late Night CJ. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend. 100.